And to begin with our very first speaker, I would like to invite Ms. Lila from HIBT College to speak on student migrations in Australia, influencing elements and challenge for Nepalese students. Please put your hands together for Ms. Lila Garbuja. Thank you.
Namaste and good afternoon to everyone. I am Lila. I'd like to thank the whole team of NRNA for giving me this platform and the whole team of HIBT and especially Dr. Ravi Prakash Sharma for encouraging me to come here and giving me this honorable opportunity. Since last 2 years, I'm a student here. And in these 2 years, I got a lot of chances to see so many frustrating and encouraging elements that helps me to and inspire me to come here and talk a little bit more about the students' migration in Australia in the case of Nepalese students. So I would like to start on the session with a little bit background. So, migration has become a dynamic phenomenon that involves a number of actors and the process in the contemporary globalized world. The students who move from less developed countries to more developed countries have become an important actor in the international migration history and in the case of Nepal as well. The main aim of this paper is to explore the elements affecting on the students' decisions to study Australia, different kinds of motivating factors, and the opportunities and the challenges available in both home country and the host country. This paper mainly considers push-pull migration theory and rational choice theory in order to clarify the objectives of this paper. And these theories are relevant in the sense that both theories support the arguments of students' migration in Australia. So I would like to discuss in detail of each of these theories. So very first we have is push-pull migration theory. Well, the push-pull migration theory still has a significant influence on a student's life for abroad study. The push factor influences the students, whereas the pull factor attracts the students to pursue their study in abroad. A study based on students from different 18 developing countries held in 1960 and 1970 suggested that most of the international students are attracted towards the abroad study because of this pull factor. The process in which the students move when selecting the final destinations appears to involve at least 3 distinct stages. At the very first stage, the students have to make a decision to study internationally rather than locally. As noted, this can be influenced by the series of push factors. We have political instability and adverse macroeconomy. Similarly, in the second stage, students finalize their final destination for their higher education, and in this section, the pull factor have a significant role to make one country relevantly more attractive than others. And in the third stage, finally, students choose an agency or the institute or consultancies for their further process, and we can see the influence of these pull factor in the third stage as well. Another theory we have is rational choice theory. The rational choice theory is a theory in social science that argues the human behavior and social life in general. It also argues that individuals always make a prudent and logical decisions that always provide the higher personal utility because the self-interest is involved on it. It also argues that people always make decisions based on an individual sets of preference with rational manner, where they seek to maximize the gain while minimize the loss. The migration cost is always calculated at the very first stage, whereas the sacrifices to adjust in a new society of the host country is taken as an investment. So in a rational choice perspective, the international migration is taken as a form of human capital investment. These are the theories that have a direct influence in students' life for abroad study. Besides that, there are other so many factors that helps to determine the direction of much of the international students' flow. So very first, we have economic factors. The economic factors that influence an individual to migrate can be diverse depending on the different kinds of circumstances where the migration takes place. The nature of economic factors can be determined according to the degree of economic needs and aspiration of an individual as well as family. The economic motivating elements identified in this paper are likely to have direct and indirect effect and impact on a student's life, and these elements can have the tangible and intangible benefits that will be created by these kinds of factors. For example, job and economic opportunities, role and growth of education industries such as VET, similarly financial aid by the education provider, and stepwise migrations elsewhere in future. Another factor we have is social factors. Despite the fact that economic impact are more tangible and easy to quantify in a pattern of migration, the role of social factors can't be ignored. So these are the points, or these are the benefits, social benefits that students can get from the international education. For example, standards of living, similarly recognition of worldwide education quality, access to health and public services, and many more. These are the opportunities that are available in the market of the host country. Besides that, there are so many challenges that each and every student have to face in order to grab these kinds of opportunities. So these are the challenges not only me but other 50,000 Nepalese students are facing right now. So one of the most important challenges we have is adjustment problem. Several years, the number of students attending college and university in Australia have been increased substantially. Inadequate financial resources, unsatisfactory accommodation, and the lack of the international students monitoring program are the main challenges that each and every student have to face, and Nepalese students are not an exceptional in this case. Another we have is information asymmetry. Communication of wrong information could be one of the biggest challenges students have to face. It is really hard to find out a good agent from the pool of agents because of information asymmetry. This is the situation where all the participants in the market don't have access information that leads one party to take an advantage to others. We can take the consultancies and the students for example for this, where the consultancies are supposed to have more information than their students. And another most important that we have is lack of ethics. As per some researchers, most of the education consultancies are running from the problem of lack of ethics while providing the service to the students. That may lead the students into a vulnerable situation or also put into the miserable situation, and also can impact the overall image of education provider. Just this morning published by the student newspaper, one of the Nepalese students' monies was cheated by the agents because of lack of ethics. And another we have the very common problem, and we have to face from the initial age to ending stage, that is language barrier. I don't think we need to explain on it because it's a common problem we are facing. So, it is clear how students have been shaped by both economic and social factors, and Potential economic and social opportunities continue to dominate the students' decisions. Here are some recommendations from the prospective students for those students who are in Australia. So for the prospective students, the Nepalese government have to dig out the more challenges and the issues and try to minimize them. Especially students and their parents are responsible by themselves to dig out the more information how much they can. And similarly, the education consultancies can run different kinds of campaigns in order to provide the correct information to the students where they are supposed to go. And for those students who are already in Australia, like me and like others, first of all, here is the provision for financial aid by the education provider. For example, I got a scholarship from my college that was like a medicine for my weak financial position. And we can run different kinds of monitoring program, and we can add some kinds of program in order to make students socially informed on it. Thank you so much for listening me, and thank you so much for giving your attention towards me. So if you have any question, you can ask to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Garbuja, for highlighting some lights on student migration in Australia. Mr. Vijay